This spring, I got to do something that I've been wanting to try for a while, and that's make dandelion jelly. There's so many dandelions out there. You just pick a bunch and you want to separate the yellow petals from the green stuff. Don't add any green stuff or else it makes your jelly bitter. This is super tedious and time consuming. Plus, in all the recipes that I read and the videos that I watched, nobody ever warned me that if you've got allergies, this might not be a very good project for you. So I'm going to give you that warning. This is just me separating those petals onto a plate and then placing them into the quart jar that you can kind of see on the left side. And this is what we'll use to make our tea, which is just the liquid that our jelly is based on. Once I was done with all that tediousness, I rinsed off the petals in some vinegar water and placed them back into the jar. And I poured boiling water over it. And this is what makes our tea. I added a lid to the jar so it can brew for at least 24 hours. The idea was to just set it on my shelf for 24 hours and then make the jelly the next day, but I got sick and that didn't happen. After like 3 days of sitting in the refrigerator, I felt good enough, so I strained out all of my petals. And here I just took a nylon spatula and I just squeezed all of that tea out. For the recipe that I was using, I needed 3 cups of tea. I'm using a jelly recipe from my ball jam and jelly maker. To the tea, I added 4 tablespoons of pectin. Dump your tea into the jelly maker. Add a small pat of butter to prevent foaming. Press the jelly button on the maker and then press enter. After 4 minutes, it beeps and you dump the sugar in, and dummy me forgot to hit record, so you don't get to see this. After it's done cooking, to get it into the jars, the easiest thing that I found is to just pour it into a mixing bowl with a spout. Come back for part 2 and I'll show you the canning process.